What's happening, my dudes and dudettes, if there's any dudettes? I don't think we actually get any dudettes in here, do we? What's happening, everybody? Welcome. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. How's it going, Monkey? Shady, what's up? What's up? Xavier, what's up? Barrow, how's everybody doing? Tell me your stories. Tell me what's up. So this is the first time I've been able to log into an actual game, and I see this is kind of, oh wow, did they change up the tracks? Oh, because of the train yard, right? Ah, quick glance, this looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. All right, we'll get into that in a little bit. Been crying mostly? Tell me about it. What's up? That's terrible. Jamie Scott, yeah, what's going on? Lots of updates, which is a good thing. It might be annoying or whatever, but it's actually a good thing. Just got in from the bill paying job. Yeah, I feel you there. Man, I tell you what, I wish I didn't have to have a day job. It would make this so much easier. Oh, my shit's all messed up. Colors are all out of whack. Things are looking terrible. Let's fix that right quick. There we go. That's better. Paying for power for the computer, yeah. Gas guzzling machines they are, aren't they? Ah, Monkey, I'm interested to hear what you got going on. Your new career path, I would say, definitely occupies a lot of your time. Probably not so much now. How's things going with that? Hopefully you're in a bit of a groove now. Flash G, getting some new players on your server, that's always exciting. I find wipe days are always really exciting because it kind of sets the tone for what your wipe is going to be like. Like if you happen to get your servers up and running right away, no issues, and you get an influx of players in there, it's always super good. Restrictions lifted means full steam ahead. Did you just recently have restrictions lifted? Wipe still required the other DLL file again last night. I don't think I know what you're referring to there. Yeah, like what? I don't know what DLL you could be referring to. Yeah, first week can be stressful, but I always love seeing the new players that join your server because whatever, they had a bad experience on their last wipe or whatever. I mean, there's 1,000 different reasons why you might get new players. Creating a rivals map for South African based players. Cool. That'll be fun. After the server restarted like always when I logged, still sleeping and can't get up. I had -1 ping, tried other servers and logged in without a problem. I've actually experienced that before. It's been a long time, quite a few years actually. I actually forget what that was. It was definitely a server side issue. I do remember that. And I want to say it. Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a long time. Both posted a new DLL in the UMod dev channel. Okay, I'm gonna have to go have a look at that. Had some issues with the game updates. Had players crashing on loading or being in game for 5 minutes, just not on my server. Yep. Yeah, a lot of people are having a weird. There's a lot of weird, various different things going on. And I guess I don't even know if it's like Rust or if it's UMod or what. I actually don't know. Yeah, let's have a look. I'm gonna have a quick boo looky. Right meow. Right meow. UMod. I've got so many different Discord servers in here. It's annoying. And you said it is. Where did you say it was? It is in. I don't know where you said that was. I need to go back and see where you said. And I can't look on there. I have to look on here. UMod dev channel. There we go. Development. Hello, where is it? Scrolling forever, endless scrolling. Huh, I don't know. I'll have to have a look for that later. All right, welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I know normally right now I'd be, well, about 10 or 15 minutes ago, I would have been releasing a video. And unfortunately this week I ran into some unforeseen technical difficulties that has prevented that release from happening. So just to let you guys know, I'm not going to wait until next week to launch it. The difficulties have been overcome. And now I will probably launch it probably for tomorrow, which is totally off of my schedule. But it's definitely better than waiting till next week. I don't want to wait till next week to launch this one. I want you guys to see this right away. So as soon as it's ready to go, well, no, I'm not going to launch it as soon as it's ready to go. It is ready to go. But I'll set it to go for tomorrow. That's Saturday for those that are in different time zones. But it'll probably go out at my normal scheduled timing, so 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So other than the Oxide updates and all of the other shenanigans that are going on, how's everybody's wipe going so far? What do you guys think of the new train yard event? Have you guys checked it out yet? I'm literally looking at it right now. I just can't, it's dark on my server. Somebody's throwing a temper tantrum on my server right now saying, okay, bye, I'm leaving the server. Whatever. They're throwing a hissy fit about something. I am going to review servers. I actually thought it'd be fun to bring in some experienced server owners into the stream with me, and then we'd all hop into a server and start critiquing things. Yeah, I agree with you there, Monkey. It's I don't think a lot of heavily modded servers aren't going to use that feature. Unknown, hit me up. Send me a Discord. Send me a message in Discord letting me know which server is yours, and I'll definitely put it on the list of servers that I'll pop into. It's funny. Somebody. Oh, there they go. I was about to say they threatened to leave the server and never come back, and then it's been a couple of minutes and they hadn't left yet, but now they just left. Ah, sleep. There's plenty enough time to sleep when you're dead. No, I'm kidding. I I'm like a sleep connoisseur. I'm like a professional sleeper. My head hits the pillow instantly. 30 seconds later, I can be out like a light. And I can easily sleep 10 to 12 hours in one sesh. I don't, but I could. Come critique PvE. Well, if you've been with me for any length of time, you know what I think about PvE. I like going in and shooting people in the face. If you guys can hear what's going on outside my window there, make sure you let me know. I got no problem closing the window, but I'll leave it until somebody complains about the annoying noises. Despawns loop before they go. Let's see. Let's see if they did. Because that's always curious to me. Because that's basically what tells you if they're actually leaving the server or if they're just throwing a temper tantrum. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, there they are. They definitely dumped out their inventory and went to sleep at the outpost, so they fully intend on dying in about 20 minutes or so. So yeah, I would say they're legit not coming back. And that is all right. If you don't like it, go away. Go find another server. Okay, good. You're not hearing anything? Perfect. That's awesome. The lo-fi beats in the background mask it. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I love to play the game, but despite the scrap grind and usually play solo duo population 30 to 70, I never get anywhere. I always play on new servers each time and play with no blueprints. That's a good way to roll. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Kyle, I've got I got kids outside. Not my kids, my neighborhood kids. They're always out there making a bunch of racket. Oh, Moinky's becoming a channel member. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm not used to having that feature enabled, and yeah, it's always a pleasant surprise when I get a new member. So thank you. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, he might have had a base, DJ. I don't know. I don't know where it is. When you log out at the outpost, it's a pretty strong indicator that you're not coming back. How's the music? Other than annoying, is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Is it just right? Yeah, like what the hell are they doing out there? It's annoying me, as long as it's not annoying you guys. Just terrible at finding a consistent server where my blueprints stay and can actually make a wipe day. You know, funny story on that about wipe days. I actually used to take the first Thursday off of each month so that I could be home and I could get into a server right as soon as it went live. And then I realized how silly that was and decided to not take that day off anymore. I can still do my wipes from work and everything like that. I just obviously can't play from there, so. Yeah, Xavier, exactly. There's so many different servers to pick from. I don't know what they were mad about. They were talking in chat. I'd have to go back and look at the log and see. It was something about if something he was asking for C4 or something, and nobody wanted to give it up, so he just threw a hissy fit and left, which obviously I wouldn't have given him any C4 either, so it's on him. Yeah, I set that up about I don't know, maybe a month ago or so, month and a half. I figured why not. And that's the thing is people are always saying to me like, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? And honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'm being modest or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know why. Even in fact, I think it was you and Amino that actually talked me into setting up a Patreon account. I didn't have that either before. I forget who that was that suggested I do that. Yeah, Barrow, exactly. That's a great point. Rage quit because they're not getting their way. Go away. Isn't it cheaper to craft Molotovs and flashbangs now? That's a valid question. Cheap. Well, I mean, cheaper than what? Because they weren't there before. So 25 gunpowder and 50 metal frags for flashbang, and Molotov is 10 cloth and 50 low grade fuel. Oh, that's actually really cheap. That means that like basically a naked with a rock and a torch would have access to Molotovs. It's kind of cool. Like I keep saying too, I don't know. I guess it's good that they're adding these things in, I guess, kind of, sort of. I just wish they would work more on optimization. And yes, I understand that there's different people working on optimization versus new features. So I don't know. I just think that there's so much work that they could be doing on optimization. Where is I had a little shit shack set up and I forget where it is. It's right beside a warehouse. I think that's it there. Yeah, the amount of people that want freebies and like instantaneously, as soon as you start handing out freebies to people, it's like getting the cheat codes to a game. It removes all drive to actually play the game. Oh, here's my shit shack. And nobody rated it. Yay! Oh yeah, way cheaper than C4. Scrap Tea generates more now, I hear. Okay, cool. Oh, have I got a cool plugin for you guys? Oh man, I can't wait to show you. It has to do with the mixing table. I won't give it away just yet because I don't actually know. In fact, I'm gonna look right now. And oh, Nicodemus. Oh, I wish I'd seen this message before I started going live. Oh, I totally would have took you up on that. Actually, I haven't seen Nicodemus in chat yet. Yeah, anyways, I got a video coming up about a new plugin that's, I actually don't think it's publicly available just yet, but it will be soon if it's not already. And it has to do with mixing tables. I just realized that my bots may be able to use flashbangs. My players are going to hate me. That's actually really cool. Well, they can use, yeah. They can use bean can grenades, so what's to stop them from being able to use Molotovs and flashbangs? Memory use jumped 2 gigs last wipe. Interesting. Smarlove, what's up? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I don't have any limitations on my server, so I don't know. Ooh, Jesus, what the hell's going on there? Holy dynamite. I've got a mad scrolling going on my test server right now. Like, madness. Oh yeah, look at that. Memory usage has gone up. That can't possibly just be the new train system that did that. Who knows? New map update. A new update broke the map that I've been working on for the past 4 months. That is got to be heartbreaking. I know how much time goes into map creation. And I can imagine. Map generation was way different this wipe for sure. I honestly didn't pay attention. There was a commit a while back that they said they were going to do generate the maps a little bit differently, a little bit more efficiently. I forget exactly what the details on that were, but it's good that they finally implemented that. What challenges am I doing? Oh, I was just talking about like what's going on with like the challenges since wipe day, like the things that people are experiencing. I want to hear like what kind of troubles you might be having or complications. That's what I meant by challenges. I'm not actually like physically doing any challenges, if that's what you're asking. I appreciate. Oh, look at the light switches. I actually really like that. I'm glad they finally did that. The interactive ability of the monuments has been laughable, to say the least. And I'm glad that they're actually finally working on that aspect of things. Honestly, in a perfect world, I would like for the monuments and everything to be fully interactive. Like, I'd love nothing more than to be able to drop C4 on this building and knock out this wall on a warehouse or something like that. You know what I mean? Back in the day, back when I used to play Battlefield, I think it was Bad Company or something like that when they first started implementing damage to the environment. I thought it'd be pretty cool for that to happen in Rust too. Memory increase happened after weapons update. Oh, okay. Gas station light switches are funny. There is more than one, so you can play peekaboo. That's awesome. So for anyone just joining the stream, just to give you an update, normally I would have launched a video about 30 minutes ago, and I just ran into a technical difficulty on the production side of the video. It's fixed, and we've moved past that, so I've decided that I'm going to launch the video for tomorrow, which is totally off my regular schedule. I understand that, but I think it's a good video and I want you guys to see it. So I'm not going to wait until next week to release that. Fusion development. I am having a great day, actually. I had a decent day at work and I was able to leave a little bit early, which gave me time to prepare for this, which is great. And yeah, it's a good day. And I get to spend a little bit of the evening with you fine folks. And I like nothing more than doing just that. You need 4.5 for all the monuments to generate. 4.5k. Oh, map size you're talking about. Yeah. Lost me? I'm not sure what happened. Oh yeah, OBS is freaking out. Yep, look at that. Oh, what a piece of junk. There he is. Nicodemus, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I know. Sorry, bud. I just didn't get that message soon enough. Or did you not get a response from me, or did you not get a response from them? I hope it's them and not me. Estonix, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Fusion Development, did I check out my your website? Yes, I did. I wasn't able to spend a whole bunch of time on it, but I got a good grasp on it and was able to, I will reference it later and have a look at things. I'm glad that you got 5 new buyers. That's fantastic. I'm happy to hear that. Little Civ, what's going on? Okay, so Nicodemus, I'm going to blame it on your guest as opposed to me, because I did get the message. It just happened to be only a couple of minutes ago. So sorry about that. So maybe what I'll do then, being that now you have a guest lined up, and obviously I'll read your message more thoroughly, not on live, and see what the topic at hand is, and then maybe we'll try to set something up like midweek or something next week. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Yeah. This wasn't planned. I wasn't planning on putting out I wasn't planning on doing a live today, but yeah. Potentially a 6th. That's great, man. Oh, that's Peachy Viking. Potentially a 6th. Okay. So it looks like maybe the Peachy Viking is planning on heading over there as well. Is the locomotive at all profitable? I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet either. I was going to do it here in a couple of minutes. I actually don't even know how to do it right now. I think you have to go find... Here, let's just get to it. And... because I think you have to find the locomotive, and it's on the track heading into the train yard, right? Look at that. Okay. The world model, however, is badass. They did a really good job on that. Wow. I like that. And then, so what do you need to do? You have to, I think you have to repair something, or... oh, you have to connect these cars up, right? Are you running OBS through Steam or just through the regular one? Okay, so I am just running like the standalone version of OBS. I think you're talking about Stream Elements OBS, which is a much lighter option. The loco is loco. I agree. It's badass. And then they have a work cart. I'm confused about why they would have a work cart in front of it. Because you can drive this, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Stream Elements version of OBS is much lighter, but it doesn't give me the control that I need. Because I do a bunch of stuff in the back end, and they're probably getting better. Honestly, I haven't even looked at Streamlabs OBS, sorry, in quite some time. Speaking of trains, cargo train event will be getting an update tomorrow, so the new large locomotives will not turn into an event with misplaced NPCs and loot, so stay tuned. So that's a message from Nicodemus. Oh, Steam put out their own OBS Studio. Interesting. Let's have a look. OBS Studio on Steam. Free open source. Nah, this looks like it's just, it looks like they've just added OBS to their marketplace. I think it's the exact same. I think it's the exact same program itself. So this is OBS Studio 28.0 beta, and I'm on OBS Studio 27.2.4. Maybe I should update. I should probably update that. Interesting. I will definitely check that out. Maybe it'll run a little bit better. That's the thing with OBS is it's never really been stable, and I guess that's probably the downside to being open sourced, right? Is the stability is, I mean, free is great and everything, but stability is better. Just add fuel, he says. I don't know where to add fuel. I don't see. Where's the fuel any part? Let's stop flying around. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this makes me pretty special because you'd think this would be super simple. And once you're mounted on it, it still doesn't give you I don't know. Sorry, guys. Joseph, what's up? Maybe easier if you're streaming Steam games, but I'm not sure. That's an interesting aspect. Oh, it was you that said that earlier too. Sorry, I missed that. Welcome, welcome. I'm actually in the same server that you're in right now. I think you're still in here. And no, you're not still in here. You were just. The fuel tank is under it. Okay. Oh, look at that. Damn, son. Okay. Climb. Climb. Thank you. And there we go. We're motoring. And we should be able to connect here. Yeah, that's good. And we should be able to connect this one here. Perfect. Oh, wow, this is glitchy though, hey? And let's roll this into the train yard. And I think you need to put it right underneath of one of the towers. This train is badass. This locomotive, that's badass. You had to go through it the same way I just did? Yep. Let's get a review on my new server I just released today. How's that going so far, Amino? I know you've been pretty excited about it for a little bit. Oh, like we're there. Oops. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, we got a ways to go yet. Oh, there's lights. There's lights. Oh, of course you can't see the lights from inside the cab. Of course not. That'd be too simple, right? So do we want those lights to be green? Probably, right? Okay, we have one green. Need a backup camera and a horn, exactly. Oh my god, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Can you guys see that? So I quite often get this, that red lettering in the top left-hand corner of my screen. And I don't know what causes that. I also don't know how to fix it. And we need a card. Let's get a card. And that is in... Where are cards? Components. Miscellaneous. There we go. Okay. Okay. What does that say? Skip? It's weird. You must have to do something else here. Oh. So, we need a device. Oh my god, why am I not using the search here? I didn't realize that this was a like puzzle style. I thought it was just like a go ham. Definitely makes sense though. And yeah. What lettering? So it's gone now, but sometimes it almost seems like whenever I'm doing something really graphically intense, it puts red lettering in the top left-hand corner of my screen, like a I don't know what you would call it, but I wonder if is this a I'm not going to do this right now. Reinstall Rust. Will you have some assets corrupted? Oh, as in uninstall it from Steam and install it again. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that'll fix my water flickering too, because that's super annoying. You might want to keep the fuel in there for the thing to work. Oh. So you're saying this device here requires fuel to do its thing. I know exactly nothing. I didn't even I didn't watch anything coming up to this release. I knew it was coming. But I didn't know what the functionality of it was going to be. So we still have a fuse in it. Holy man, it burns through fuses. Look at it go. And stop doing that. That hurts. Don't have the 3 lights on green yet, so you may have to back up further. Okay, so we're lining up for the green lights. Okay, so it kind of indicates, so let's go forward on it. Let's watch these yellow lights. Yellow turn to green. So do we ever get 3 green lights? Oh, the machine slowed right there. So it does kind of tell you. So here, watch. I'm not touching anything on the throttle here. It looks like it slows. Yeah, see, it slowed right there. So it did tell me when the light went green. Take this wagon to a train yard to unload it. Okay, well, we've done that. I don't know if the fuel is required. It seems like there should be a switch that you need to turn on. Shunt to previous, shunt to next, unload. That looks promising. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. So it's 1 green light and 2 orange lights, and the train does slow down as you're heading into it. So it lets you know from the cabin. You don't have to be out on it like I just was. Yep, press the lower button on the right side of the fuse. Absolutely. So that's only 400. And there was more than 400 in there, right? 1780. So what, do I have to keep hitting it? That'd be dumb. Or did my fuse burn out? I'll bet you my fuse burned out. Sure shooting. There we go. Now we're getting more. Yeti. So if I'm understanding this correctly, this is an event. So you might get, like once it resets, then you can get different materials in your train car, or what? How do you guys think that works? All right. So now we're empty. 2180. Let's gank the fuel out of here too. I'll let that fuse burn out because I don't really care about that. But let's go for a cruise in this sick ass train car. Locomotive. All right. But you don't need to move the train to the next car. Press next and it should do it. Oh, like there's more. Like what if I only had one, like one cargo car? Or are you saying that I should be able to get stuff out of the locomotive as well as the other one that's behind it? Oh my god, this corner is bad. Oh. It'd be hilarious if you could dump the locomotive over. I'd be all about that. So what are you guys knowing so far? So we've had a ton of UMod updates. I think we've had several actual Rust game updates as well. I could be wrong on that one. I'm not sure. Oh, like the locomotive goes... Oh, see here I was thinking that it was just this one locomotive just outside of the train yard that would have stuff on it. So you're saying, I think what you're saying is if I went and picked up another car, let's just settle that down for a second. So like there's another car over here with stuff in it. So you're saying I can take this back. Look at that. Look at that loot. Wow. Wow. Okay, now I understand the train event. I'm glad I did this with you guys because I thought it was just the one train car right at the train yard. Okay, this makes so much more sense now. So let's see if we can go. Let's see if we can go pick up these other these other two freight cars. They're planning on connecting a lot of the monuments to the system that has tracks in the future. I've always wondered, like we've had a train yard since Christ was a cowboy, and we've never had a train able to go through it. This is badass. I'm like really, really kind of impressed right now with Face Punch, which is not always the case. So kind of a pleasant surprise. Rail yard is just the beginning. Yeah, I'm hoping. And see, so it's stuff like that I'm okay with. Like I think that's the actual progression of the game, which is going to make it so that more and more players get involved with it, which at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. I mean, let's Let's make that money, honey. And instead they're in my opinion wasting their time on things like flashbangs and Molotov. No, the Molotov cocktail is pretty cool. But anyways, imagine how a solo would feel getting all of that and then door camped. Oh yeah, that would that's not fun. Just told a buddy of mine, the real Mike Jones, aka who is Mike Jones, that he's got competition. Is your nickname just a coincidence, or are you his fan? Train's letting me know that I'm about to crash. So we can grab that one. Let's grab the other one. This is cool. I'm glad we did this. So there was only 2 freight cars there, so we'll just roll with that. See, this is the natural progression of... Oh, shit. Oh, you can't get out. Okay, good. The natural progression of the rail system. So I'm happy with this. Like, really, actually quite happy with this. Soon there will be train heist. Well, I think there is already a train heist. Hop on and test if I broke anything. Put my skills to the test. Broke anything with what? If you're talking about the video, I'm definitely going to do that later. But not right this second. So, which direction do we got to go? We need to go this way. Did that work? Yes, it did. So we're gonna roll into the train yard at full tilt and make sure that it does actually slow down at the point like I think it's going to. So it should automatically slow me down as I'm heading into that elevator. And it most certainly did not. So let's try it at a different speed then. So this is low speed heading in there. Does it slow me right down? I could see you wanting to have the... I don't think it did. But if you have the freight cars at the front, yeah, see, so if you have the freight cars at the front, you'd be able to see those lights. That makes more sense. So clearly I'm lined up here. This is kind of ballin', I'm not going to lie. I'm actually super impressed. So let's leave this with no fuel in there. Let's see if Joseph is right. And that you have to have fuel in the hopper there. So that's a negative, Jack. So I'm assuming what that means then is sometimes the train car is going to fill this up with fuel instead of dry materials like this is here. So let's try the other thing too. We want to try and switch to the next car. Let's see if the control panel allows us to do that, because there's 2 other buttons there, but I don't know what they do. Alright, so we gotta wait till this is actually done. Except I think there was like something like 5,000. Oh yeah, there we go. So shunt to previous or shunt to next. I have no idea what that means. Oh, look at that. It does. It moves the car. That's so badass. Unload that one. Oh, I'm like excited about this. This is cool. Way cooler than I thought it was going to be. Oh, on your server. Gotcha, Amino. You know what? Let's do it. Train derailment event guarded by the heavies. That would be super fun. The armored train plugin is excellent. Imagine this, but with Bradley turrets, a Guardian attack heli, and guards. That's badass. Took me less than 24 hours to set everything up, so I'd like to see from a player's standpoint if anything is broken, see if I have the skills to make a good server in less than 24 hours. Wait. You're telling me... Oh man, we're gonna have words later. There are fuel cars, look for a tanker. That is such a valid point. Thanks for pointing that out, because you're absolutely 100% correct. So we definitely burn through fuses quickly. Oh no, it's still there. Why did it stop unloading? There's no way that train car is done. Except that it is. So in the grand scheme of things, I wouldn't necessarily think that this is much faster, but it's definitely more fun than just going around mining things. Uh-oh, Mike Jones says it's been his name for 38 years. So I'm assuming you were born with that name. There you go, Amino. Flash G wants to join your server. I don't even know the name of your new project, so it's not even like I could search it out and find it. I'm sure you can send me a DM letting me know the name. Yeah, it is dope. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually pretty sick. I like it. I like it a lot. This locomotive, though, is probably my favorite part. NGL. Define good server. So Amino and Monkey both built Rustmania, so they definitely know what it takes to build a good server. I'm actually quite envious. They came to my YouTube channel and my Discord about 3 years ago and took what I was teaching and took it to a success level that I never could have imagined for myself. solarrust.com. Okay. Riding around the train is pretty... Yeah, I do this actually quite often. I just put it in low gear and I just ride the train around the map. It's some... I don't know if it's soothing. I don't know what it is, but I like doing it. Imagine how fast a Zerg can progress and just take over a train yard. Yeah, exactly. I remember back in the day, I played on a server. It was actually an official server, and I forget which one it is. I think it was Can 1. Anyways, we played on a server, me and my old crew, and there was a Zerg on there, and they actually walled off the dome. And this is going back to like 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. And then that was a 100% vanilla server, and they walled off the dome. I didn't know any better at the time. This was just shortly after I started playing Rust. And I didn't know at the time how difficult that was, but the rest of my team definitely knew how difficult it was. But yeah, looking back on it now, like that would have been quite a feat. Dripping with sarcasm by the sounds of things. %, full vanilla official server, so it was a face punch official server. You can literally build so close to the tracks you can make a line of turrets and just take out the trains as they come through, especially if you have turrets on both sides. That is a very, very valid point. What I would like to be able to do is build over the trains, like not on the tracks itself, like have like foundation on one side, foundation on the other side, build up and then build over it. I think that'd be cool. I don't think you can. I've never tried it. I guess I don't know that. Players love walling off monuments. It's some weird instinct. I've never seen anybody. I've seen people try to wall off the power plant, or not power plant, water treatment, and they never did finish it. But I like now with the roads and stuff like that, you wouldn't even be able to. All right, I'm gonna go check out Amino's server. So let's shut this business down. Grab my fuel out of this. So Joseph, there you go. If you want to start cashing in on the server before everyone else learns how to do that, that's how you do that. Oh, look at that! I just seen Joseph log in on Steam. He's gonna go play with the trains now, I bet. Now, where's my little rock house? Is this it? No. I have a rock house here somewhere. Looks like this one. That doesn't seem right. Whatever. This is the rock house I'm taking over for now. So, oops, no tags, no tags. So, just to warn you guys, when I switch servers or load Rust, it like freaks my OBS out. I think Rust is having a moment, managed to break it. Not sure what you mean there. But just so that you know, before I go ahead and do this, if something happens and I fail miserably, I'll just restart. So as you can see there, I'm going all twitchy there. Yeah, that's what happens when I switch servers. Yeah, it's because I was what did they used to call it? Oh, chucking clouds. Yeah, I was chucking clouds. I don't. It sounds stupid just saying that. On my server that has random bases in it, when they first launched the train system, the random bases wasn't optimized yet to avoid placing bases on railroad tracks. It is now. But anyways, I used to be able to clip. You hop on the train, put it at full tilt, and go stand out on the front of the engine. And you could no clip into these raidable bases that would spawn on top of the railroad tracks. It was hilarious. You usually died, but you could do it. But he fixed that. All right, so let's see what's going on in chat in this toxic server. We got no auto kits. We have kits available. Cool. I like this. Oh, damn. I love this info panel. Okay, so just so that you guys know, this is something that Shady's working on. I don't know if this is going to be publicly available or not. I actually really hope that it is. But so the info panel that you're used to seeing, you could do /info and it just brings up the info panel like normal. But you can also bring up if we do /kit, it takes you to that same info panel, but it goes directly into kits. And if, oh, he does have a shop in here, so we can do the same thing. So /s, yeah. /s brings you into the shop directly into the same panel. This is a sick piece of work. If it's not publicly available yet, and it is going to be, I'm excited to show you guys the ins and the outs of that one, because it's going to be a gooder. Yes, I'm heading directly for this this supply drop. I imagine I'm going to run into somebody, but I literally don't have anything on me. I just spawned into the server. And Amino is using a Steam group. we should talk about that. I want to know the benefits of running a Steam group and why I should do it if I wanted to. Look at the stats. I have not set up the update yet. What is that? Oh, stats. Damn, man. I wish it fit in there better and we could scroll. I understand why it's like this. I assume that's what you mean by no update yet. But that's badass. I like that. Yeah, so like we can scroll through. No commands available yet. I'm sure that's incoming. And here's some rules. I love this info panel. The one thing that, and this isn't this info panel specifically that has this issue. I wish we had a guaranteed way to make it so that keyboard inputs would no longer function whenever you're inside of a GUI. I know there's a lot of people in the community that disagree with that, but I think that should be a thing. I haven't set the update yet. Update, like how often the stats update? Is that what you mean? I assume that's what you mean. Well, it's definitely running well. I'll give you that. I have OBS going and no hitches. Plus I'm streaming, no hitches. So it's running quite well. Let's see what my ping is. My ping is 107, so you're obviously located in the US somewhere. This guy's been raided, or at least has ladders on the side of his base already. Oh wait, today's Friday. Here, I was thinking today was Thursday. Info panel is going down for a second for an update, he says in chat. Oh, look at this. We've got Lil Civ in here. We've got Villain Von Bad Guy. Look, I got your name right. First try. I had to say it slower, but whatever. I got it. Had a pre-release running. Okay, fair enough. I lost that supply drop. I have no idea where it went. I am doing fantastic. How do you say that name? I'm going to say Tantos. I don't know how you would put an N at the beginning of Tantos. Tantos? I'm doing very well, though. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh. Villain Von Bad Guy is chatting with me in game chat. I guess that works too. You guys can still see that, so that's good. Hello. Shalom. I'm not taking your junk, man. I won't take it. I promise. I promise. I promise. Oh, look at all the goods. Look at all the goodies. I have a funny feeling that that's, is that somebody? Is that Amino? Oops. Animals not supposed to move. I hate animals not moving. Whoever that was, that didn't give me any arrows. Yeah, I know they're hard on performance, but still. Animals not moving. You might as well just turn your population right down to nothing so that they're not even there. It's half the fun. I love chasing bears and polar bears. It's more like Dados. Okay, so we've got a language difficulty there. That's cool. Dados. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna struggle remembering that. I'm gonna try though. I hate it when people get my name wrong, so I do my best to remember people's names. When I first met Nicodemus, I actually sent him a message saying, "How do I say your name? Is it Nicodemus or is it Nike Demos?" That was hard to spell out phonetically so that he understood what I was saying, but we definitely got there, so that's good. Yeah, so far so good, man. Gather's good. I should go check out loot. Let's see what you did with loot. Do we have oops, gotta spell it right. Do we have teleport? Yes, we do. What is that? Oh, your pencil. Nice. Amino, why do you not have either better chat or at least no green? I hate animals in this game. I like the animals now that they've changed their world models, but I still like the AI in this game is straight up it's broken. That's where they should be spending their time optimizing. Like, why aren't they like, what's a game that I can think of where animals and other AI function properly? Like every other game. I think the best solution is animals only moving and updating when there's players nearby. That's a valid point, actually. Dados. Dados. Gotta remember Dados. I tried an iced host trial. Very nice. Might buy a server. Perfect. Happy to hear that. I do have a promo code for that. Saves you a little bit of money for a couple of months. So don't forget to use that promo code if you do decide. I need to reach out to them. I don't know for sure, and I need to find out if my promo code works on Discord bots or not. And if it doesn't, I should see if they will make it so that it does. I could sell you guys some Discord bots because newsflash, I've got some a new bot video coming out very, very soon that I know you guys are gonna like, and you're gonna need to purchase a bot or at least learn how to host one at home. I guess I can just chop down a tree and make my own damn arrows, hey? So, oh, I think I did. Oh, I did already cut down some wood. Derp, derp, derp. Oh, instant craft, amino, fail. Fail. That's it, I'm done with this server. I'm leaving and never coming back. I'm gonna despawn all my loot and never come back. You should also add loot bouncer too, so that stuff like that stops happening. I hate it when people leave one item left in a box just to prevent it from respawning. So annoying. Get Smoothed says, music's good. I would join you on the game, but I'm at work until 3 more hours, but I'm watching you on stream though. Well, it sounds like you have a job an awful lot like mine. Free to do whatever you want while you're on the clock, which is absolutely fantastic, and I love it. Oh, instant gather from loot. Oh, that is... I've never tried this before. It kind of goes against my whole thing about the realism of Rust. But now that I've just tried it for the very first time, it's actually kind of badass. Amino, you're ruining me. We have, we don't have backpack. Okay. All right, let's get rid of some of this stuff here. So we've got a pew pew there. What about blueprints? Do we have blueprints? Yes, we have all blueprints. Very good. Yeah, there is a plugin for that. I've never tried it. I've known about the plugin. I've just never tried it. Well, Smoofed, I appreciate you watching my stream while you're hard at work. If you do something fun, tell us about it. What do you do for, what's your job? What is allowing you to work, getting paid, and watching a live stream? Oops, I want to keep that. Whatever. I'm going to be buying an Ice Host dedicated server soon with the Ryzen 3600 with 32 GBs of RAM. I was wondering, do you know how many people I could have on a server with these specs? You could comfortably have well over 100 players on that server, no problem. 150 probably. I mean, of course it's going to come down to like how many plugins you're running, how big your map is, how many entities you have. All of these things will play a role on your server's performance, but I mean that's pretty not bad. Good place to start. Yeah, Flash G. I know there's a plugin. Yeah, I've never tried it before. Now, if you could hit a box or a crate and the loot went straight into your base, yeah, that's a little OP. Yep. I have something like that on my server. I have what's it called? I think it's I forget what it's called. Magic Sort or something like that. It's not a publicly available one, and you actually know this. You know this plugin because you were on the server where I got it from, and where you can set up a mailbox, and then all you have to do is shoot at the mailbox, and it automatically sorts everything into your base. But I have that on Ominous 2X. Not quite what you were saying, but it's pretty close. Oh, and I need to get in the habit. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you hit like on this video. It lets YouTube know. I mean, you guys know what it lets YouTube know. It lets them know that you're enjoying the stream, and it helps promote my channel. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. It's one of those necessary evils. So do me a favor. Go down below. Hit that like button for me. Saw a video about the weather commands and couldn't figure them out. The weather commands are badass. Actually, instead of utilizing the weather commands like I talked about in that video, what I would suggest you do is get a plugin that messes with the weather. Like there's one called the Storm, I think it's called, and it's badass. I love the Storm. Changes everything to darkness. It rains, it's thunder. I love it. And there's also a flood, and I can't remember if the flood aspect is part of the Storm or not, or if that was a separate plugin. I don't remember. Actually, I can look right now. Can I look right now? Yes. That was my first YouTube short. I know we talked about it last week. And the general consensus was not to do shorts, but I actually really liked being able to send you guys a really quick message. I was literally driving on my way home after I'd made the decision to not launch the video for today, to let you guys know that I was doing a live. So that was my very first short. Sounds like shit because I recorded it on my phone, but whatever. So yes, it is the storm, and it does, I believe it does have the flood built into it. So it can flood your map if you set it up that way, and messes with the weather. So anyways, holy, that was a really roundabout way of getting to the point. Yeah, the weather commands are cool, but I'd much rather you used plugins to deal with it. GT403, I have auto loot for barrels and road signs only. None of this one hit. And it has to be within 15 meters to work. So what, you can just within 15 meters? I'm confused about that. Iced Host, great. Use the promo code you have and been now, I believe 5, maybe 6 months. Cool, man. I appreciate that. Iced Host is not mine. They're one of my partners for sure. I'm glad you're happy with the service that they're providing. I have bought an Iced Host server and I watched your Vanish plugin and I can't get it to disable. Any suggestions? Yes, that means you have the permission called permanent applied to you or your group. So if you go into your permissions manager, which I hope you're using one, and disable that one permission called permanent, you will then be able to toggle Vanish on and off. Okay, thanks for the info. Thinking of starting a Rust server. Got to the Discord server setup. Just waiting to get paid to buy the server. Cool. Well, you've got 24 hours of trial that you can get into right now if you wanted to. That would come in handy if you had a Rust tournament where you had 1 hour to grind. It would be nice for that. And then after an hour back to normal. I'm starting to hear that concept more and more, like, you know, an hour of grind and then a couple hours of just raiding or PvP or whatever. That concept keeps coming up. Dados, I was on a building server where I had admin and tried to do the commands and couldn't do it. Okay, that's interesting. You should be. When you're entering those commands from the in-game F1 console, you have to do, what is it? There's a prefix to the command that you have to put in when you're doing it like that. I forget what it is. I should know this off the top of my head, and I don't. /vanish should enable and disable vanish if you don't have the vanish permanent perm enabled. Exactly. You can shoot a barrel. Oh, you can shoot a barrel in the loot. Okay. That's OP, man. That is OP. Cool concept, but very OP. If I did the trial, would it save what I did so I didn't have to start again? No. After the 24 hours, if you decided that you weren't going to pull the trigger, you would lose that one. So you would still be able to, don't quote me on this, but immediately go in and check and see if you can create a backup right away. If you can do a backup of the work that you've done, that'll make it so that you can download it locally. And then once you do decide to actually get an actual server, then you can just load that backup into your server again, and it saves all the work that you've done. Corrosion Hour, welcome. How's it going, man? Good to see ya. No roof camping. I need to pay closer attention to this because I need to make sure that this stays on Harris Heller. Because I goofed up a couple of streams ago and I was playing the background music through Amazon, whatever Amazon's live stream music is called. And when I ran out of Harris Heller music, it switched over to something else that wasn't DMCA protected. And I got a damn DMCA strike on that live stream. Oh yeah, I got lots. And there's nothing worse. No, there's plenty of things worse. I was gonna say there's nothing worse than having that yellow mark of sadness, but that's not fair. There are plenty of things worse than that. Loot is good. It's very similar. Obviously, this is 10x loot, and I have 2x loot on my server, but it looks very similar, which is good. Not that what I do on my server is good. Like you know what you're doing. I don't need to tell you what to do. Check out stats. All right, /stats. And oh, that looks so much better already. What an amazingly good and fast change that you just did there. The formatting is good. The ranking is awesome. This is baller. So Shady, let me know in chat. Is this going to be a publicly available plugin? Decay is wicked fast. Villain Von Bad Guy says. Yeah, I do like that. That's good work right there. That is good work right there, boy. Let's see how fast Decay is. Yeah, I agree, DJ. It was Shady that built that plugin. And I think he built it specifically for Amino. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys know otherwise. Oh, I don't like instant craft. Server is ready for 500 players. It will slow it down a bit. Yeah, but right now it's doing great. So if you can maintain this kind of buttery smoothness up to at least 250, then you're laughing. Brad Barry, what's going on, man? Thanks for the £2 super chat. Thanks for the help and info with the Iced Host server. Absolutely, anytime. Not public. Okay, good to know. So here, this plugin that you guys are watching me gush all over is not going to be available to the public. Yeah, huge frown. Exactly, GT. It's boss. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna want it. What is always crit farming? I'm gonna put that in chat. What is crit farming? Wipe schedule is Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I've never had the balls to do a wipe schedule that quick. I guess it's okay if you have like a massively populated server. I don't know how you do it, man. Seriously, it bugs the shit out of me. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff right there. Oh, always hitting the X. Oh, critical. Critical hit. So you're saying if I hit this tree, it's always hitting the X. That's ballin'. That's another one that I've seen out there and I've never actually tried it out for myself. That's cool. I do like that. Hey! I'm busy checking out, that was a little sieve right there. Busy checking out decay, and it's actually not decaying as slow as I would have been led to believe. Years of learning different optimization has me ready for super high pop, so if something seems weird like quick decay, it's for a reason. Might share some secrets one day. Yeah, I want you to share your secrets with me so that they can stay secrets and I can pop my server off, because that was rude. Little Civ just pops in on me right quick and disappears right away. Set a TC, then take everything out of it. Okay, okay. So building decaying. So are you saying put stuff in it and then take it back out? All right, so let's check. We just did that. We did exactly your destructions there. Are there any free plugins that display Discord text into the server? Example, I type in announcements, it will say Arton's owner my message. Yes, there are a couple of methods of doing that. Rustcord is one method. There's Discord chat. No, Discord. MJSU has another one. I think it's called Discord chat or something like that. That's two-way communication. And of course, we have the Ultimate Archon bot that is available from CodeFling that will also have that capability. So yes, you can do all of that. My base fell apart within a couple of seconds of removing the resource. I'm not sure. Like, mine's not even decaying. I've got Twig here and it hasn't even come off of 10 of 10 yet. I'm thinking somebody might have been messing with you. Is that possible? Thinking somebody came through and did a slash remove on your base or something. Depends on the rust tick. It's kind of buggy. I need to mess with it some more. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, I do have videos on, definitely on Rustcord I have done. I don't know that I've done, here, let's actually look and see what the actual plugin is that I'm talking about. It's definitely by MJSU, and I think it's called, I think it's just called Discord Chat. And I don't remember if I have a video on that. I want to say that I do, but I can't specifically remember it. Oops. Oh, you stupid piece of junk. That's the one right there. Discord chat. But you should watch my video on Rustcord. It'll give you the same capabilities. It's definitely a little bit more complicated. Actually, it's not more complicated to set up. But it gives you a ton more features. And that is definitely one of them. For a 24-hour setup, what do I think? I think for somebody that is as skilled as you are at setting up servers, this is no surprise to me. You've done good. It's running, like I said, buttery smooth. Your quality of life looks good. I see you've got slash up. I assume you probably have B grade as well. Yep, so you've got B grade as well, which is ballin'. I like that. Yeah, it's good. I think you're gonna draw a lot of rate. Well, see, that's the thing, like with his servers, like his servers pop hard. And so yeah, there's always a ton of action, a ton of PvP, and a ton of raiding going on. So, and that's what you go for. That's the baseline of Rust. That's what we want. Look, there's a naked off in the distance there. Whoopee. Whoopee. Yeah, it's meant for PvP oriented, of course. So we've got teleport, we've got kits, we've got stats, we've got a shop that we can use. Now, did you do both commands? No, just /s. Okay. So we've got a shop that we can use. Can we see? So how do we know? How do we know? How do we know? How do we know how many RP points we have? Or am I just blocked from knowing that right now? That's a good one. There's a question for you. Nicodemus. All right, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you stopping by, man. As always. Soon on the next episode of Surprise Fridays with the Bull. Have a good night. Absolutely. Let's connect. I'm going to connect with you later on and we'll talk about that guest spot because I'm all about that. You 100% should have a bigger follow base. I don't see many people that make actual in-depth tutorials on how to actually use and configure plugins. I am definitely the first that started doing this. There's a couple of others out there that are now doing it. But yeah, I agree with you. I think I should have a bigger follower base. What's the easiest way to create a loot table? Oh, look. Okay, so that ticked one time, I would say. And it definitely killed my twig in one shot. But it didn't kill anything else. So I assume it's only twig that takes damage, which is pretty standard for this type of a server. You want to kill as much twig as you can. I forget what I was saying. Oh, the easiest way to create a loot table. I will show you the easiest way to create a loot table. It is right hither. This is the Lootify site. You can literally grab whatever container you want to be dealing with and then go through and create whatever loot you want to spawn in that container. RP is on the bottom left. It's probably staring at me right in the face and I'm not even seeing it. Yeah, Brad Berry, I also have like 5 or 6 pre-made loot tables that you can grab directly out of my Discord. Obviously, it's not a completed one, but it's like there's a vanilla, there's a 2x, a 3x, a 5x, a 10x, and a 20x, I believe, in there. And then you would take that file, load it into Lootify, fine-tune it however you want, and then dump it into your server. You load your default loot tables, it's a little bit easier to modify it. I kind of sort of agree with you. Where? I'm getting mad. I think you guys are messing with me. I see solarrust.com. You said bottom left-hand corner. Are you talking... No, I'm just going to pretend like we're not having this conversation right now because I feel that it's right in front of my face and I'm being an idiot and can't see it. White text. Amino's going crazy right now saying it's right effing there. Are you blind, you old man? Oh, weird. Okay, so Amino says weird. It's some people see it, some people don't. Might be because he does not have any. Gotta look into that. That's interesting. Okay, so my next tick took out my wood foundation and my stone foundation in one fell swoop, and yet this metal did not take any. Oh, there it goes, just like that. No, I'm thinking somebody's messing with me there. Thinking there's an admin that just did that. No, it's it should have showed up. What they're saying is it might be because I don't actually have any RP yet. Brad Berry, my Discord is, you can go to discord.srtbull.com and it'll take you directly to it. Above the Sonar Rust text. Yeah, so it's obviously just because I don't have any. That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, so for anybody that's not actually currently in the Discord, make sure you go to discord.srtbull.com. It'll take you to my welcome page, and you need to read through some rules there, and you need to click on the green check mark to gain full access to the server. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you go and take care of that, because there's just over 4,000 people in there that are just like you. They have tons of questions, they have tons of answers. And it's an incredible resource and growing all the time as far as what resources are available to you for free. I, of course, have a Patreon as well. You can go to patreon.srtbull.com to go check that out. And it does come with some specific Discord perks. It gives you access to a Patreon-only channel, where I do typically spend most of my time. I do still spend time in the rest of the Discord as well, but I do make sure that my patrons get answered first, of course. There you go. Now I have RP. Is that a fact? Let's go into the shop. I don't know how I would have just all of a sudden had RP given to me. But it's still not showing up on my screen. If it's just an intermittent thing, I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Like I said, I also don't know how I would have all of a sudden gotten RP. Gonna change some size of things. Okay. Uh-oh. Scooby. I haven't gotten RP just for playing. There's a command for that, right? I forget what it is. God, I haven't used RP in so long. I don't have any shops of any kind. I don't like selling things like that anymore. I used to back in the day. God, I spent hours setting up my shops. And now I don't even use them. Going back quite a few years ago now, when GUI shop was not where it is today, /S won't work either because it'll just take me directly in there. Oh, you've received 24 RP for playing on our server. There, it's in chat right there. So I definitely do have RP. but it's not showing up in there. So there you go. Shady, Amino, you got something to work on. Oh, another, who's that? Who's that? Kill me. Kill me. I'm going to bleed out. Quick, run. Run. Run, you naked. Anyways, what was I just talking about? Oh, back when GUI shop was nowhere where it is now, I got super excited about being able to have individual shops assigned to human NPCs. This was actually when I was working on a server that wasn't even mine. I was just a moderator on the server. And yeah, I got super excited about splitting up shops like that. You can find Bull's Discord link from here. From where? It might be down in the description, I guess that's possible. So just so that you know, I'm playing on a 2K monitor there, so that could definitely have a role when you're talking about resolution. Most people play on 1080. I can try it now, yep. There we go. 48 RP, right above the solarrust.com. Just like it was talked about. Just got murdered by Little Civ. I didn't actually even pay attention to who killed me. Was that Little Civ? Little Civ, yeah. Couldn't paste the link. You guys shouldn't be able to paste links in my chat. Only moderators can. Yeah, I play on 1440 as well. 1440, 2K, same thing. Oh, you did. Oh, 3440 by 1440. That's bigger. No, it's all good. It's all good, Civ. If you guys ever do hang out in my Discord, Lil Civ, Amino, Shady, and a couple of others spend a lot of time in the voice chat. And I know for sure they love nothing more than having random conversations with people. So make sure you guys go in there and harass them up, give them a hard time, and let them know that I sent you. What would you say is the best admin tool for Rust servers and anti-cheat? That's a tough question. So let's break it down. Best admin tool for Rust servers. That could be a couple of different tools for that. I like Easy Admin from Shady, available from CodeFling. I like Admin Menu from Chaos Code. I like Player Administration, which is free, available from UMod. These are all like player management, server management type things. And then for anti-cheat, that's a tough question because like there's things like Server Armor. There's another one there. I forget what it's called. But they take a lot of setup to fine tune it so that you don't get falses. I do actually have I believe it's the author of Server Armor. Let me just confirm that. in my Discord, and he has his own dedicated channel. Well, I mean, it's kind of dedicated. Phoenix, I think it is. I should know this off the top of my head, and I apologize that I don't. I think it's Phoenix. Oh, here, I can look on here. Anyways, the point of this is you can go in and actually chat with him directly. Yeah, Phoenix 90. You can go in and chat with him directly to get assistance on setting up server armor correctly so that you're not getting a bunch of falses, because that's terrible. If you falsely kick somebody out of your server or ban them from your server because the plugin thinks they're cheating when they're actually not, that would be a bad thing. Wonder what's up with your chat logos. None of them show. I don't know what you mean. They show on my screen. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Are you talking about what you're seeing on my actual stream feed? Or in the actual chat? Sorry, I'll wait to find out what you're actually talking about. You know what? There's one thing that I'll point out that I do really like about this server is random spawning. So instead of spawning on the beach like you normally do, you randomly spawn somewhere in the middle of the map. Like, for example, like, where am I right now? So I just spawned here because Civ just killed me. And so I'm just south of the launch site, where normally I would probably spawn somewhere. Where would I normally spawn? Somewhere down here on this coastline, I would think. Yeah, somewhere in here is where I would normally spawn. So I do like random spawns. I don't use it on my server. I probably should because I do like it. Oh. Now I see what you're talking about. See, Shady's shows up. Lil Civ's shows up. Yeah, good call. Nobody else's is mine. Mine shows up. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I've actually never... I didn't even notice it, actually. It probably requires a restart, which I'm not going to do while I'm live. Yeah, that random spawn is cool. I like it. Spices it up a little bit so that you have no idea where you're gonna land. Do you have a video on how to display a server pop on Discord through a bot? Absolutely. Rustcord does that, and there's Discord Pop Bot, I think it's called, also does that. And Amino's Ultimate Archon also does that. Ultimate Archon is available from... You know what? I'm just going to tell you guys. That's what today's video was supposed to be about, was Ultimate Archon. And because of the epic fail on the universe's fault, I wasn't able to release it for you. So that's the video that I'm going to launch tomorrow. It gives you full details on what the bot all does for you. So I highly encourage you guys to check it out. It's so shitty that I have to tell you about it the day before. But it seems like we're bumping up against it through this whole conversation. And, oh, it's a stream. Wait, no, I'm not in streamer mode. If I was, I wouldn't be able to chat at all. I don't know. That's probably what happened, is I was in streamer mode when I came into this server. That's definitely a thing. Good call. Villain Von Bad Guy coming in with all of the answers. Anyways, so Ultimate Archon bot is... I'm going to release the video tomorrow, sometime throughout the day. Probably, I might as well stick to the 5 o'clock marker that I always use. So 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, I'll release the video on Ultimate Archon. And that bot will show you the population of your individual server, as well as a global bot that will show if you have multiple servers. So it'll show the population of your entire network of servers as well. So that video is coming out tomorrow. What would you guys say is the best plugin to link your server and Discord? Well, depending on the functionality that you're trying to perform with that, I would, of course, suggest Steam Cord. I've done a video on that. You can search in my catalog for Steam Cord, and that will show you a really good way of linking. And then, of course, Ultimate Archon is another method of linking. It different functionality, but it still has a communication between your server and your Discord. Do I have a timeline yet for Battlemetrics review with Lone? I don't have a timeline on it, but I'm champing at the bit, and so is he. He's ready to go. And he mentioned that we were going to line up somebody else. And again, I can't remember who that was. I'm actually surprised Lone's not here because he usually is. But he was going to line up somebody. I don't know if they work with Battlemetrics or part of the development team. I'm not sure. But somebody is coming along. And even if it's just Lone by himself, he's basically the master of Battlemetrics triggers. So yeah, I mean, it'll be tomorrow. Sorry, bud. I tried my best to get it out for today at 5, and it just wasn't going to happen. Just wasn't in the stars for whatever reason. You might have answered me earlier, but why are you not using either Better Chat or No Green in your server? You know I hate seeing admins in chat. Does the kits plugin allow you to link them with Tebex to automatically give kits when bought? Yes and no. It's not the kits plugin that allows you to do that, though. It's actually the Tebex plugin that controls all of that functionality. If you watch my video on Tebex, it shows how you create a kit, and then you assign a permission to that kit, and then you create a group, and you give that permission to a specific group of players. Most often it's like a VIP group or something like that. And then what Tebex does is it controls when they go to your Tebex store and they purchase VIP, in this case, it will automatically add that player to the group that has the permission granted to it, which then gives them access to that kit. And you can do the same thing with anything that's permission related or anything that's group related. And you can do kits, you can do more set homes or quicker cooldown times. There's a ton of different things that you can do with that functionality. But anyways, to answer your question, it's Tebex that controls that, not necessarily each individual plugin. Old man, good morning. You've missed a ton because we've been doing, holy snap, we've been at this for just about 2 hours already. Zim, zam, boom. What is up? Welcome to the stream. Anything you can do in console, Tebex can do as well. That is true. You can definitely run commands. You can make Tebex run commands for you. Good example of that, you can actually set it up in your Tebex store where people can buy a certain time of day. So they can go to your Tebex store and say they buy, let's make the time 10 a.m. and it will execute that for you. You could set it up so that it changes the weather. You could say sell a feature, sell a package on your Tebex store that changes it to dark and cloudy or whatever. There's tons of things you could do, like unlimited things you could do. In theory, you could use Tebex to instantly sell a specific kit using commands. Yes. Like you're talking about actually applying the kit to that player. Yes, you could do that. Zimzamboon, you're welcome. I'm glad you're taking some value out of them. Perfect. That's what it's all about. That's why we're here. That's why we do what we do. If I can make your life just a tiny amount easier setting up your Rust server, then that's what I'm all about. Any good idea to reduce entity count on a server, a freshly wiped server that has 100,000 and it keeps going up by 5k per hour? Are those bases or are they actual like trees and nodes and stuff like that? That's actually why, like if you've seen a little bit earlier, excuse me, Amino has the decay rate set up really high on this server for unprotected bases. And that's exactly why he does that, so that you don't have a bunch of random foundations or walls or whatever outside of building protection. Because of that exact reason, you don't want to have a bunch of entities all over your server taking up space that aren't actually doing anything. People need to learn how bad it is to run Discord bots on your server. If you're talking about using the Discord extension, I would definitely agree with that. But as you well know, there's new ways of getting around that, which is fantastic. How often would you say doing an entity save clear on a 10x server would be sufficient? Well, your saves should be like every 5 to 10 minutes for sure. But an entity clear, I don't even think you would want to do that. Like, I guess it would depend on what entities you're clearing. As an example, so this server is saving, hard to say, I would say between 5 and 10 minutes. And it's sitting at 63,000 entities right now. And it just went up by 250 on that last save cycle. So if you're 1 day into wipe, so either you have a really large map or you have a lot of things spawning that maybe shouldn't be. It didn't get any bases yet. This is why I'm wondering what can and cannot be the problem. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the size of your map and then what you've got your spawn rates set up to. If you're over 100,000 in just over 1 day since wipe, on a 4.5k map, I would say you've got some things to investigate. Flash G says, Bull, much love, gotta go, 2 a.m. and bed is calling, have a good one. Oh, have a good eve. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by the stream and joining me on Amino's new server. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good sleep. So, Solarix, anyway, you could change the Ultimate Archon bot to listen for chat on a specific Discord channel to relay to game instead of via say command. Anyway, you could change the Ultimate Archon bot to listen for chat on a specific... Oh, I see what you're saying. So you want to have a dedicated channel in your Discord server where everything that's written in that channel gets displayed into the server. I actually like that idea. Yeah, I would agree with that. It sounds like an entity leak. You've got something going on there that's generating entities when it shouldn't be. And it could be something as stupid as, like, it could be anything. I would like to say that entity leaks and memory leaks and stuff like that are a thing of the past. But we all know that that's not true. So it's just the nature of the beast. Rustcord does it. Not sure if they could do it without the Discord or without the extension. Rustcord monitors a Discord channel. I would have to confirm. Really? Okay. I don't think I've ever set it up that way. That's cool. But no, it definitely uses the Discord extension, and that's what we're trying to get away from. That's why I'm going to be suggesting Ultimate Archon going forward starting tomorrow, because it doesn't require the Discord extension. Yeah, I know that it has two-way text. I just didn't know that it monitored a specific. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Ultimate Archon is definitely it's definitely going to be my new go-to. I was actually just having a conversation with Amino here about this the other night. Rustcord is really good. I like it a lot. I just don't like that it depends that it depends on Discord, the Discord extension. I actually really like that idea, Amino. I'm going to suggest you make that possible. You can still put it behind permissions. You can still lock out the channel so that not everyone can access it or even enter text into it. Why do I stream in 720? Am I in 720 right now? That's embarrassing. I don't normally. The only time I do is when I'm using StreamYard, and that's only when I'm bringing in guests. Oh, look at that. I do have it set at 720. That's embarrassing. I'm such a rookie when it comes to this shit. That's true, except if you were watching this on like a big TV or something like that, it might not look as good. Yeah, so that's my answer to that. When I'm using StreamYard, I have to stream in 720 because I'm too cheap to actually pay for the service, which I'm gonna have to actually do soon anyways because I want to be able to bring in more than 6 guests. So that'll be coming soon, and then I'll no longer stream in 720 even when I'm using StreamYard. Yeah, no, I don't mind you asking, Brad. That's a valid question. In this type of a stream, I would normally have this at 1080. I just forgot to change it before I went live. Do I have any Canucks in chat? Does anybody watch Letterkenny? Ever heard of Letterkenny? Oh, Amino's going to release that tonight. Look at that. Look at that service. Pitter patter, yeah, buddy. TikTok. There we go. Yeah, I love Letterkenny. I've watched it like front to back probably 7 or 8 times already. Unfortunately, they have really short seasons, so it's pretty easy to burn through an entire season in an evening while you're doing whatever else you're doing it. It's good stuff. Villain Von Bad Guy. It's. I think it's only available in Canada unless you know of ways of getting around that. Chaotic Old Boar says, I'm Australian and all of my friends love Letterkenny. I'm surprised you can get Letterkenny in Australia. GT403, Toronto boy. And I have, but I don't watch it. I don't watch TV in general. No time. Need to make time. You need to make some just you time. Go immerse yourself into a stupid, silly show that you don't have to actually pay attention to. That's what Letterkenny is. Bradsters says, love the videos. They're so useful. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that they're helping people. I'm hoping to have my server running by the forced wipe next month while following a lot of guides from your YouTube channel and see how it goes. Well, I have most of the basics covered. So most questions that you're going to run into at this stage of your game, I'm going to have the answers for it. And if I don't have the answers for it, go to my Discord, discord.srtbull.com, and they will have the answers for you there. Or, of course, you can hit me up directly, too. Lil Civ says, we need a video on Grafana and InfluxDB setup for Rust server metrics. Well, it just so happens that I agree with you 100%. So let's get together and put that out there. From what I've seen of Grafana so far, I'm shocked that I've never heard of it before, and I can't wait to bring it to the people because I think it's going to be a really huge tool. I can't wait to show it off. I can't wait to learn how to use it for myself, as well as being able to teach it out to other people. So we're going to do that. I promise we're going to do that. I miss some of the Rustcord features since switching to Ultimate Archon. However, I agree it's much better than Rustcord. I'm going to not agree or disagree with that statement, but thank you for your opinion. I have a bit of an affection for each one of those authors, so I don't ever want to say which one I think is better over the other one. Just made my server a few days ago and your vids are basically the only ones I watch. That's because I'm basically the only one out there that's actually doing tutorials and definitely into as much depth as I go. And I hope it stays that way. I hope I'm the only one. I want to be the only resource on YouTube. We have our ways of acquiring TV or movies we wish to watch. That's good. So do we. I just gets into a weird area there. My regular players just call me Vaughn. Yeah, but it's funnier to watch me trip over your name every time. I'll try to do that. I keep wanting to just call you Villain because that's like the first part. But I'll try to start calling you Vaughn. Oh, GT says, GT403 says, I watch movies, just not series, shows type of deal. Who's talking? I can hear somebody talking. Whatever. Does the Rust Cord and Ultimate Archon replace Rust Admin? Absolutely not. Nope. Bradsters, Kate, joining the Discord. Make sure you click on the green check mark after you read those rules. Just wait until I get my Harmony mod / plugin working to aid Ultimate Archon. That sounds intriguing. If you can't be the only one, be the best. I like that. What account are you trying to get into, Amino? Thing is, even before I've made the decision to make a server, I love to watch them to learn as I work in it, as it's interesting how it all works. Ah, that's cool. I love that kind of dedication. If you were just watching them just to learn how things work, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people. So Brad, we've got two Brads in here now. So Brad Stirs. People go into the server and into the Discord server, and then they never click on the green check mark, and they just sit there. I just ran a command in there to find out how many people were sitting in there without having clicked on the green check mark, and it was over like 413 or something like that. Oh, your YouTube account, gotcha. Yeah, I just realized the other day I've got like 5 or 6 different YouTube accounts. Obviously this is my main one, but I do other various things on my other accounts, and it's pretty easy to forget to make sure you're on the right account when you're commenting or liking or adding to playlists or whatever, and then you try to go find a video that you know you added to a playlist, and then you realize you did it on the wrong account. Old man says, tell me more about Harmony. I understand it's a replacement for Oxide, but Oxide plugins not compatible. That is 100% correct. It is, my understanding of it is it's Facepunch's own built-in modding platform, I think is the best way to describe it. But it should work fairly similarly to, no, it's not going to be similar to Oxide. Mainly because the plugin selection is going to be drastically less than what's available on UMod right now. Vaughn, if you were in the server before yesterday, which is when I ran that command, it will show that you have clicked on that check mark now, because like I said, the 413 people that hadn't, it automatically clicks them. Do you mod other games? Do I mod other games? No. I play Satisfactory as well. I do add mods to that game, but I don't teach it. I don't even know how the inner workings of it. Chaotic Boar and Chaotic Old Boar switching back and forth. Yeah, exactly. I use the gear icon. I switch back and forth through accounts there. I think that's what he meant. He just he was just logged into the wrong account. I like coding for Harmony better than Oxide. Interesting. Oh, I just realized who was talking. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Why can't I get to it? I went to the Letterkenny website on Crave. Why is it doing that? I'm just shutting. I'm just going to close that screen for now. That was the talking. It was coming from another tab I had open. Harmony is common way to patch DLLs at runtime. It's not limited to Rust. Okay. How many hours do I have on Rust? I have a lot of hours on Rust. Here, I'll show you, because you probably won't believe me if I told you. So, if you have a look, can you... Oh, you can't see my overlay. That's dumb. Anyways, I have 12,469 hours total in Rust. And yes, a large portion of that is adminning servers. Sometimes my own, sometimes other people's servers. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, we've gone back and forth about that a couple of times, about how many hours I have. Yeah, to be fair, that's not all playing for sure. Just to be fair. Just added up what I've spent on loan.design and it's scary. Tell me, how much money have you spent on loan.design? Let's see the flex. Let's see your flex. Do I own more than one server? That's kind of a loaded question. I have 2 publicly accessible servers. One of them is modded, one of them is 100% vanilla. But I also have, I'd say, roughly about 30 or 40 servers on my localhost PC. My localhost server, sorry. That I spin up for various reasons when I need to use them for whatever. So yes, I do own more than one server. So does Amino. So do most people, actually. Most server owners will have like a testing ground where they can try out different things before they actually put it to their live server. I would suggest everyone does that. You don't have to pay for it. You can just do it at home. Vaughn says I have 10K plus. That's because I'm also logged into my server. Yeah, exactly. So you spend a lot of time AFK in your server, and that unfortunately logs your hours. BMG Jet minus 16. How do you have minus $16? I'm assuming you're talking about how much you've spent on loan. Brad Berry invited you to my Discord in DMs. Just wanted to see what you think. It's for the server I'm working on. Okay, I will join your server and check it out, and I'll give you some feedback on it if I feel that I should, but don't be offended when I leave your server because honestly I just have too many Discord servers already. What are your PC specs? My PC specs are badass is what they are. Here, how can I show you that? How can I show you my PC specs in an easy way to show you everything? Let's try this. Will this show me what I want to know? Yes. Do I have anything in here that I shouldn't show? Yes, I think I do. So AMD Ryzen Threadripper 1950X, a 16 core processor at 3.4 gigs. I've got 128. Wait a minute. This is saying that I have 64 gigs of RAM, and I know that I have 128 gigs of RAM. So that's kind of curious. I need to investigate that. I have a GeForce RTX 3080 is my GPU, and I have 3, 6, 9, 10 cooling fans, 1 liquid cooler, Asus motherboard, and this is a new case. I actually don't even know who built this case, but it's all glass, or well, it's glass on the 2 main sides, so you can see directly into it. Task Manager Performance tab. Oh yeah, that's a good call. Oops, there we go. Oh, you guys can't see that. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, interesting. It even says it on there that I only have 64 gigs of RAM. That's interesting. Really interesting, actually. That's not right. Two live plus a test. Third is getting a revamp this wipe. So back to 3 next wipe. See, I'd love nothing more than to be running 3 servers right now. Here's the thing. I had a couple of developers that I know come to me and say, hey, why don't you set up a 3rd server? We'll run at a 5x or a 10x or something. Man, don't worry. We're going to take care of everything for you. We're going to set up this server. We're going to populate it for you, and it's going to generate all this money. as a kind of like as a thank you for, you know, all of the help that I've done for them in the past in setting up their own successful servers that are making them a shit ton of money. Unfortunately, that never actually came to pass. I did get the server set up and they did start on it for sure. Unfortunately, that server never really made it off of the ground. And actually still costs me money because I'm paying for, what am I paying for? I'm paying for domains for it. I think I'm paying for Tebex for it. I'd have to double check on that. But yeah, so I'd like to be running 3 live servers. Unfortunately, we're just not there yet. Yeah, Joseph, the Threadripper is a beast. It's actually overkill and actually hurts my performance in Rust because Rust doesn't utilize multi-threads, which sucks. $3,000 to $4,000, probably US dollars. Yeah. I actually just calculated this out here the other day for insurance reasons, and it was just over $9,000 Canadian. Can you see it? How can I show you? I can't really show you. I tell you what, this is what I'm going to do. Here, let's do this. I'm going to take a picture of it. And I'm going to send it to my Discord. So if you want to be able to see this picture, you have to be in my Discord and you have to go into the channel called Off Topic. And go. It's going. It's uploading right now. Not really sure why it's, well, I do know why, because it's coming from an iPhone. Where is it? Where did it go? It's still loading. Not entirely sure why it's still loading. Let me try that again. Maybe I'm, I'm not really sure what's going on here. There you go. Now it's in the Discord. Three monitors. Lost a channel, which is common on Threadripper and not torqued down correctly. Interesting. What would you say is the best way to market your servers to Rust players? No way. There's no good way. A lot of people are going to suggest going to websites and stuff like that and paying for promotions on websites. Don't do that. The best way to market your server is by word of mouth of satisfied players that come to your server. So do everything that you can to make those players happy that do land in your server. Make sure they end up in your Discord and start building your community up that way. I will always default back to that as my answer. I don't want you guys spending any money on any website saying that they're going to bring you all of these new players, because they're all lying to you. They're just going to take your money and do nothing for you. It's actually a really good scam that they've got going on. Is Threadripper best for editing and extra stuff? That is why I got sold the Threadripper, is because I do, at the time I was doing streaming, editing, graphic design, all on the same PC. So yes, that is why I got it. If I could go back and change my mind, I probably would have went with an i9 instead. Because I was ideally, I needed to be able to do all of that stuff as well as optimize my Rust game. And i9 would have done all of that and kept my Rust at better performance. I don't regret the Threadripper though. Like it's been good. It was just, I'm an Intel guy. Always have been. It was hard for me to switch. The Discord that I'm talking about is discord.srtbull.com. It's my Rust Admin Academy Discord, not the ominous one that you're probably looking for or looking at right now. The best way to market your server, have a stupid host that put your server on a put your heavily modded server in a community by mistake. Yeah, that could get you into a lot of trouble though, doing stuff like that, even if it was accidental. Accidental. Amino says get the 13900K when it becomes available, October 17th. Raptor Lake. The problem with that is I would have to get a new motherboard, and not that it's a problem. I just spent a bunch of money on this case and rebuild a couple of months ago. So I don't know if I would want to do a rebuild so quickly. Ooh, one thing that I do want to get into though is let's see, it was a GTX. I think it was the 3090 hybrid. Outsmoke was talking about it the other day. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I do want this badass. Actually, I want a couple of them. Best way to market. Oh, getting the AMD 7950 when it comes out next month. Nice. I'm not turned off of AMD. Maybe I just don't have enough experience with it. I guess that would be a fair assessment, actually. Get some 64. I have the fastest RAM that I can get right now for this motherboard. Yeah, the 4090 will be out soon. Yeah, I don't know if are they going to be doing a 4090 hybrid, because that's what I'm excited about. FTW hybrid. Oops. Oh, that's why that price was lower than I thought it was, because I wasn't looking at the FTW. 4988 P5. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, limit 5 per household. 5. You're allowed to buy 5 GPUs. Intel's dead. That's a bold statement. When the 4090 comes out, I can't brag about my 3090 anymore. Yeah, I've got my 3080. I like it. It's been solid for me so far. How long have I had it for? Just less than a year. Oh no, quite a bit less than a year I've had it installed. Actually, I think I just had this installed here not that long ago. Which means my 1080 Ti is still at my builder's shop. I should get that back. Good. Just a random 1080 Ti floating around out there somewhere. I had intended on setting up a Bitcoin miner or a crypto miner with it, but I very quickly was educated that I would need like 6 1080s in order to make any money off of that. All right, so what should we do now? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Get back here. Thank you. I definitely do need to get a new motherboard, I think. So I don't know, it's going to be hard for me to decide. It's going to be hard for me to get away from the Threadripper now. I'd probably put in, if I put in an Intel processor, I'd probably think I was on a potato or something. A 1070 Ti. No, man, don't. It's that's still a powerful card. There's no question. I would say the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 years of GPUs has been they're just solid. They're really high performing cards lately. Anything GTX anyways. Shady says come check out Rusting Away 5X. Yeah, it's funny that those two developers that I just called out there a couple of minutes ago about building my 5X, strangely enough, they didn't have anything to say in chat. It's so weird. So weird. What would be the max map size and plugins you'd say to put on the Ryzen 3060 with 32 gigs of RAM, dedicated server from IceHost? Again, that's a really hard thing to say. Like, I can tell you what I'm doing. I've got like well over 140 plugins on my server right now. And it's a shared dedicated. So I've got 3 servers, technically 4 servers running on it. And I've never had any issues performance related. So it's pretty strong for that. I can't tell you what my specs are because I have a different dedicated server than most people can get access to publicly because they're one of my partners. I could be totally wrong on there. Maybe this is just a generally available dedicated. I'm not sure. Anyways, so map size, I don't ever suggest going bigger than 4500. Even if you're fully populated, you still don't need to go bigger than 4500, but definitely don't go smaller than that. Darkio with the $1 dono. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. $140 plugins. No, thank you. I love my plugins. I love all of the, I've got custom plugins in there. I've got custom builds in there. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. And it runs smooth like butter. Does anyone know how to whitelist someone on server armor? No, I do not know how to do that. I have exactly zero experience with server armor. BMG Jet says my map is 8K. I didn't think we could do 8Ks anymore. Yowza! Yowza! Old man PF dropping in with the $100. Oh no, it's not dollars. What is that? MYR. Anyways, monster donation. Thank you so much. Thanks for that super chat. Old man PF says thanks for all your help. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I don't know what MIR, MYR is. What is MYR currency? Malaysian ringgit is what that is. So let's do Malaysian ringgit. I've never heard that before in my life. And oh yeah, there that's about $20. Hey, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Bradbury says 19 euro. Solarix Car, thank you, man. Solarix Car has just joined my YouTube membership program at the Donator Club. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I want to start doing stuff in my membership club that's not even going to be in my Discord or my Patreon. I haven't decided what that's going to be yet, but I think I want to start driving that as my main source for, like, I don't know, not really top secret, definitely previews, stuff like that. Made a plugin to remove size limits. Oh, map size limits. Okay, cool. Amino says it hurts me when people use server armor and degrade their performance like that when it can be done 100% with external sources. Yeah, exactly. Brad immediately says, how do we do that? And I don't even know how to do that. So, like, what kind of external resources are you talking about that allow you to monitor that type of stuff? Have you ever heard of the Noisy Neighbors server? No, I have not. Hey, 4, that's I think that's the first time you've chatted in here. Welcome. Oh, sorry, pounds. I knew that was pounds when I looked at it too, not euro. I knew that. Mr. Hardstyle, welcome. To whitelist in server armor, you have to go to the website and place a claim. Okay. Oh, battle metrics. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Just got to make sure I'm not running out of Harris here. Where are we on the Harris list? Yep, we got a ways to go. All right, cool. Mr. Hardstyle, where you been all my life, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad you were able to stop by. I know you guys heard that. Somebody just drove by in front of my house on a Harley. I know you guys heard that, right? That actually sounds like a quad, not a Harley. I need a drink. My mouth is dry. My mouth. Yo, Welder, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see some of my my members showing up. I love it. Been playing a bit of Apex, that's why I was late. Oh, fair enough. I've never actually played that game. I should actually check it out. Thought you were ripping them live. Oh, you can totally hear the Harley. All right, cool. Yeah, I've got actually a couple of them right in my little. I live in a. It's not a cul-de-sac. It's a loop-de-loo thing. I forget what it's called. But yeah, there's a couple of them in here. Welder, what kind of audio issues are you having? Because somebody else was telling me that they were in game and they didn't have any ambient noise. They only had, like, when they were hitting a note or something, that was the only noise that they had. Oh, fart joke. You too funny. Yeah, it was definitely a Harley. Definitely a Harley or a quad. Could have been either or. Yo, Grumpy Koala dropping in the 50... let's see. That would be 50 Australian dollars, I believe, right? Thanks, man. I super appreciate it. There it is. There's the notification. Like no audio for Rust. Oh, like all of Rust. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, what was super weird is I had a player on my server that they lost part of their audio, their in-game audio, but not all of it. It was super weird. Yeah, exactly. Restarting the game usually fixes it. Yeah, I never did hear back from that player, so I'm assuming that that was the fix for it. That's what I suggested they do. Corrosion Hour from well, Eric Howard. I know him as Hardstyle. Thanks for creating your site. It's been invaluable in the years I've been managing servers. Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. If you guys don't know what Corrosion Hour is, go check it out. Go to corrosionhour.com. It's a massive resource for item IDs, admin commands, CVARs, tons of write-ups, just tons and tons of information in there. I use it all the time. Muktuk says, just tested it. Bots do use flashbangs and Molotovs. That is a beautiful thing. I'm about to equip my train guards with them for maximum mayhem. I love it. Yeah, Welder, it will fix eventually. So you've just restarted your computer. Let me know how it goes. I mean, not that there's anything I can do about it, because it's definitely client side. Gotta love the boats with no noise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, the funny part about that is the boats with no noise doesn't, just because you don't hear the noise doesn't mean other players on the server don't hear the noise. Or don't hear the noise. Yeah. Bloody ads playing during a live stream. Hey, gotta make that money, honey. I'm just kidding. I don't control that. I've even tried turning off all ads, and they still play ads. There's usually a button here. Yeah. Let's see. I don't even know if that works. You guys let me know. I just clicked on a button that says insert ad. Let me know if it actually triggered an ad there. Actually, now I probably have to wait. I know that's probably super annoying. But I do actually want to know if that button actually does anything, because I don't see anything on my end letting me know if it actually triggered an ad or not. Eric, I know how you don't get any ads. Maybe that's why I don't get any notification either. I don't know. Don't need any skin whitening creams. That's fair. I know of a country slash society where the people that live there, that are born there, are dark skinned, and apparently it's a thing, like it's a measure of your success in society based on how how much you can bleach your skin to the natural dark color that they're born to as close as they can get to white. I don't really understand. I didn't know. I only just recently learned that about this country. I had no idea that was even a thing. Thought that was interesting. Adblock Plus does a good job of blocking YouTube ads. Yeah. I have no idea what I did to my YouTube, but now an ad starts but stops after 1 second. So that's your ad blocker is failing to catch it before it happens. Check for an update for your ad blocker. First time on streams I'm seeing ads. Interesting. I like I said, I do have the ability to trigger an ad, but if I don't do it, then YouTube will automatically do it. And then when you're watching the playback, if anybody's watching this playback later, they'll add even more. Yeah, that's true, Eric. That's true. I've seen that before, actually. I've actually been on somebody's live stream and had that pop up on me, and I'm thinking to myself, don't they decide that based on your personal search history, not the streamer's personal search history? Thought it was kind of weird. Grumpy Koala, how's everything going with your server so far since wipe day? I hate how sometimes the chat so like right now on my end, the chat is like basically stalled right now. And then it'll start flooding again. It's so annoying. It's actually doing it on my YouTube side as well, not just OBS. Or you guys aren't saying anything. I guess that's possible. Maybe you guys are stuck watching an ad for skin whitening cream or something. You thought you were gonna die last night? Why? That sounds serious. What the hell happened? Grumpy Koala says it's awesome, but I can't get on it. I ran into an error. Oh, right. You had to you were reinstalling your game, right? Just watched ads for days. That's hilarious. I legitimately I was kidding when I said maybe you guys are watching ads for skin whitening cream. But apparently that's what everyone was doing. Yeah, that's super annoying. But I mean, hey, I guess that's how we make money, right? YouTube AdSense. Oh, dude, seriously? Went from being semi-fine to feeling like I was going to fall and burn because I have the disease. That's shitty, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you 99.9% survival rate. So I hope you do fine. It just sucks that you have to go through it. Reinstalling, troubleshoot issues. So you're still not there yet. So you've reinstalled Rust and you're still having, so what is the error that's happening when you try to log into your server? It should show you something in console saying something like Steam auth or timed out or whatever. I'd be curious to know what the issue is. I have experienced, unless you can't even boot up Rust at all. I forget. I know you sent me a screenshot of what you're experiencing. I just forget what it was. Oh, I think it was when it was trying to load the server directory, right? It put up here. I'm just going to go look because I have it right here. Where are you, Grumpy Koala? You should be right here. There you are. Launch error. Oh, so it doesn't even actually load in game. Now, that... Oh, that's different. I was thinking that was the EAC error. I wonder if it is similar to that. Here, I'm going to send you a video. And this isn't me promoting anything, but I want you to try something. How can I find it? I forget what it's called. Oh, this is so annoying. Yeah, there it is. Try this process here and see if that does anything for you. I don't know if that's going to help or not. It says it's missing a game file. And you've tried validating your files. You've tried a complete fresh install. Yeah, that's super weird. You shouldn't, I mean, I understand why you've uninstalled and reinstalled it 10 times, but if one time doesn't fix it, the following 9 times aren't going to fix it either. Try that video and see. I forget the actual specifics of that that error, but I'd be curious to know if that fixes it. So because I haven't done it in the last couple of minutes here, if you guys haven't already, make sure you do me a favor and hit that thumbs up for me. It helps me out more than you guys can ever imagine. And same thing, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below. And turn on notification bells so that you get notified every time I upload a new video or every time I go live. I imagine at this stage of the game, most of the viewers that are in here are already subscribed. That just means that I need you guys to all like this live stream. Boom, shakalaka, boom. I'll take those thumbs up too. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly right. So I'm just going to go through the list here real quick so that I don't forget at the end. So we've got Moinkey became a support club member, and Brad Berry dropped the £2 dono with the super chat, and Darkio also donated $1 through super chat, and Old Man PF dropped the, I forget now, MYR, anyways, 100 Malaysian ringgit. We learned something new today. And Solaric's car has become a member on the donator club level, and Grumpy Koala has dropped an Australian 50 bones. Thank you guys all so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. I know I'm not really good at doing the overhyping of donations and stuff like that, but I definitely do appreciate every single one of you. There's people out there that'll get up and do a dance, and while I am doing that on the inside, I can't actually get up and dance for you guys on stream because I would look like an actual what's a PC word that I can use in here? Numbnut. There we go. Steam and Facepunch got back to me saying something antivirus. Oh, so you actually reached out to the boss hogs, blocking some files. Like, see, for that to just happen out of the blue, I don't buy it. There's something else going on. Old man says don't dance. Don't worry, man, I won't. I can't even dance, let alone like overhype a dance. Yeah, that's just it. You know, you see all these people on live streams and even YouTube videos and stuff like that. Like, they're acting a role, and it's just like, God, isn't that exhausting? Trying to pretend to be something that you're not. Old man says, "I'll take the money back." All right, I promise you, I will never dance on stream or on video. I promise. Anyways, I do appreciate that. I'm glad that people just take me for what I am, because this is it. This is how I am in real life. Actually, I'm probably meaner in real life, but yeah, pretty hard on the people I work with. I have really high expectations of people, and if you don't even try to meet them, I'm hard on you. Hard on you. All right, so I am going to start winding down the stream a little bit. I got about another 5 minutes or so. If you guys have any last minute questions or anything, suggestions, anything you guys would like to see in upcoming videos or something, now would be the time. Of course, if you're watching this in the future, you can always leave me comments down below. But I'm here for the community. I do this for the community. I'm not doing this for myself. I already know all of this stuff. So if there's something you guys would like to see, of course, you have to let me know. Excuse me. And like I said before, I'm sure many of you are already in the Discord, but if you're not already in the Discord, make sure you go to discord.srtbull.com and make sure you read the rules and click on the green check mark so you can gain access to the plethora of resources that are available to you there, all for free. Amino, I'm going to do that actually because I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Lux and Reefer, absolutely. I will see you next time. DMG Jet says, do you know any plugins to remove the global chat censor? Sometimes you want to drop an F-bomb. So funny thing about that is I've never actually noticed that being a thing. This is on my own personal server. And I went to go drop an F-bomb on my own personal server and it censored me. I don't know what did it. I've never actually looked into it. I would think that it's Better Chat that did that. But I don't have Better Chat filters or anything like that set up in my so I don't know. I would have to do some investigation to find out what's actually triggering that censor. If it is in Better Chat, there's probably a built-in filter, like a bad words filter or something like that, but I thought that was a separate plugin. I'm not sure. Steven says, hey, I just wanted to thank you. I started my own server about 7 months ago using a lot of your videos. As of yesterday, I have a server that is ranked in the top 15 of all Rust servers. My dude, congratulations, that's huge. But now you need to drop your server so that I can look for it because I want to go check it out. So drop your server name in chat. I don't mind the self-promotion there for that one. I want to check out what a top 15 server looks like. Did I last? I don't check DMs while I'm streaming. I'll definitely check it here in a second. The sensor is local. It's in your Steam settings. Oh, interesting. It just seemed like it came up one day out of the blue and I never actually noticed it. Okay, June or July's update. That's good to know. Okay. Apollo Russ. Okay. I'm just gonna put that on my list here right now because I'm gonna want to check that out. Jesus. Here, I'm gonna show you guys this. Oops. this is the server. This is the selection of servers that Steven is talking about. I think it's Steven, right? Yeah. Steven, look at all of these servers with all of this population. See, that's why none of these other servers can get populated, because you have them all. Greedy man. So he's built this community in 7 months, which is a very similar success to another group that I know started out just like that. Congratulations, man. That's huge. That is really good. Really, really good. Good for you, man. Undeathtopia. I don't see Undeath. Let's do a refresh here. Oh. Okay, so you know, okay. You guys know each other. All right, cool. That's good, man. You know what? Thanks. I'm glad the videos helped you build that. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's huge. Yeah, exactly. Congrats with the pop. That's a monster achievement. Definitely something that a lot of people are trying to do right now. So yeah, that's incredible, man. So I'm assuming it's your 10x main with no BPs that is in your top 15. It's awesome, man. Well, I tried looking up Undeathtopia and I couldn't, nothing popped up. Let's see if we can see it on BM. Yeah, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Maybe that's not an actual server name, because that's not showing up on Battlemetrics either. Not really sure what you're saying. Anyways, I need to shut the stream down. We are just over the 3-hour mark. So thank you guys all so much for showing up for my streams. It means a ton to me. So, whoa. Just a reminder, the video that was supposed to launch today, I'm going to launch it tomorrow. I'm not going to make you guys wait till next Friday. And then we're going to start working on something else for next week. So that's cool. Look forward to that. And tomorrow's video, I've already discussed what it is. It's on Amino's Ultimate Archon bot. So it goes over all of the details of setting that up and shows you a little bit of the functionality of it and what it's going to do for you. I don't specifically list all of the plugins that it basically renders pointless. But you're going to see as you start working with it, and you're going to see as I'm showing you on the video, how many plugins you can get rid of on your server just by using this bot instead. So look forward to that. And let's see, what else can I tell you? I'm going to try and set up a stream for sometime mid next week with Nicodemus and whoever the guest is that he had lined up for me today that I neglected to take advantage of. So that's it. If you guys need anything from me or the community, make sure you hit me up in the Discord, discord.srtbull.com. My DMs are open. You can hit me up there, or you can ping me in main chat, and whatever works. Let's hear you wrong. I'm not really sure. Okay, that's it for today's streams. Thank you guys again so much. We'll see you, and everyone that sent in super chats and the new members and all that other stuff. I super appreciate the support, you guys. And until next time, stay safe and what did old man say? If you can't be the only one, at least be the best.